not be on that list. It is just not a difficult thing to do. The burden of proof is the lowest one that we have in our legal system. I do think it's a test, but I think in some ways the American people have already failed the test. If the polling is correct and people I mean, we got protesters out there saying this indictment is great or this indictment is terrible. The one thing they all have in common is no one has read it. So it would be wonderful if we could maybe wait and see if there are any surprises, or look, I thought it was the wrong prosecutor with the wrong facts and the wrong legal basis, but I am open to being surprised if there is something else in it. The other thing that shocks me, Julian, is the number of people who say, yes, we think politics was involved, but yet we still support the indictment. That is pretty much what the criminal justice system should not be about, which is rewarding political friends or punishing political foes. So this is not just Trump on trial. I think in many ways it is how much we really believe that we're a nation of laws and not a nation of women and men.
You know, Andy McCarthy is a former federal prosecutor. You've seen your fair share of cases that have to deal with election issues. It looks like what is happening here is that Bragg is trying to take what was a potential financial crime and trying to make it into a campaign finance violation by taking a welding torch and welding together state and federal law. Do you think he can make this fly?
I don't, John, and largely for the reasons that Jonathan alluded to for a few moments ago. I mean, first of all, as a matter of law, this is not a campaign finance violation. But I think even before you get to that, there is a very important statutory construction issue under New York law. In order to inflate this misdemeanor into a felony, the felony version of falsification of business records under New York law says you have to be trying to conceal another crime. Mm-hmm. I think the fair reading of what that means in the New York penal law is that they're talking about another New York crime. The idea that opens the Pandora's box to any crime that you can imagine is unfathomable to me. It doesn't say anything in there about giving a district attorney jurisdiction to enforce a federal crime, and I wonder what the limiting principle is.